He went jauntily out the door, leaving JT with his head still hanging over the sink. And that's where you and your partner will start. After you and your partner do your reading, for reading 5, you have a discussion question. And you'll have your own copy of this so that you can read it. It says that JT has been chased and beaten by Boomer and Claymore. You saw that part in the story. You're going to discuss with your partner what, if anything, JT should do about them, about Boomer and Claymore. And then you and your partner will complete the chart. Now, there are 2 spaces here. You and your partner may think the same thing about what they should do. If so, you may just want to do the top space and sign both your names. But you and your partner might have different ideas about what JT should do. In that case, your partner might want to write his and sign his name, and you might want to write your own and sign your name. Just depends on whether you have the same opinion or whether you have different opinions. You all can work that out. But what you need to do before you start on this writing, what comes first? Read? And then what? Are you just going to read and write? What are we going to do in between the reading and the writing?
And then talk about what you're going to put down to your partner and think about it.
What do you think JT should do?
Say the cat.
No, about. Listen. JT has been chased and beaten by Boomer and Claymore. Discuss with your partner what, if anything, JT should do about them. Then complete the chart below. What do you think he should do about Claymore and Boomer?
If you can hear me, clap once, clap twice. Listen to the mustn't, child, listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never has and listen close to me. Anything can happen, child, anything can be. Let's think about JT for a minute. It says, anything can happen, child, anything can be. If anything can happen, child, and anything could be, then I wonder if JT and Boomer and Claymore could ever be friends. You think that could ever be?
No.
Well, you think it could?
No.
Some of you think it could, some of you think it couldn't. Shirley, why do you say no?
Because Claymore and Boomer, they just want that radio, and even if they get it, they won't be friends with JT.
Why do you think that?
Because JT's nice and Claymore and Boomer are mean.
Anybody agree with Shirley? Jessica, do you agree or disagree?
They're just using JT because they want that radio.
Well, what should JT do?
We think JT should tell somebody and don't keep it a secret so somebody can stop them from chasing him and beating him up.
Who do you mean by somebody?
His mother.
Okay.
So she can go to the school, talk to the principal.
Okay, a lot of you had a similar idea about bringing JT's parent into it, and that's a good idea when we have a problem to bring our parent into it. Dion?
I think JT should have a talk with the principal, and Claymore and Boomer will get suspended from school.
I saw that on some other papers, didn't I? Who else had a similar? Okay, here's what I want to ask you all. What about when Boomer and Claymore come back to school?
Boomer going to come back to school. They're going to beat JT up.
Okay. Quillen?
JT would just ignore what they was doing and tell the teacher not to let Claymore and Boomer go to the bathroom where JT is going.
What do y'all think of that?
Yes. Yeah.
Because the teacher can send them to the principal if they mess with JT. Because they're not supposed to be fighting in school.
What about out in the neighborhood?
JT should stay with his friends.
How could that help?
For Claymore and Boomer to not mess with him.
Okay. Okay, Dion?
If JT's around his home or something, and his mom was looking out the window, but nobody sees her through the screen, and Claymore and Boomer walk up and start fighting on him, and she'll run down the stairs and beat him with a broom or something.
I think you and Antonio came up with something else that you haven't shared with us. Did you write it on another sheet of paper? Do you want to share that?
I think that Claymore and Boomer should listen to JT once in a while so they can understand each other.
Dion, when you say that they should listen to JT, what might JT say?
They might say, JT might say that if y'all listen to me once in a while, then we might work it out so we'll be friends sometime.
Did anybody else come up with that in your group, that JT might try talking to Boomer and Claymore? Tim, we haven't heard from your group. Did you all talk about that possibility, you and Jessica?
If he gives them the radio, they may talk and work it out.
Need to do
Or if he
the...
puts the radio back.
Okay, I've heard two different ideas there. What do you think of that idea to just give the radio to Boomer and Claymore?
JT shouldn't give it to Claymore and Boomer because after what they done to him, chasing him and putting all the soap in his eye, he shouldn't have gave it to him. He should have put it back in the car when the car's got his windows open.
Okay. What might he say to Boomer and Claymore then?
I took it because I didn't have a radio.
Okay. What do you think Boomer and Claymore might say to this? Jessica, then Christina. Hang on.
They don't want to be friends and stuff. They just want their radio.
That's a possibility, isn't it? Then how's JT going to feel about that?
Sad because they might beat him up again for their radio if you don't give it to them. They might be there when he puts the radio back, and they might be mad when he puts it back because they really didn't want that radio.
JT took the radio, and he shouldn't give it to nobody else. He should get it back to where he found it.
What do y'all think of that?
Because so he won't get in trouble.
Is that the only reason? Think.
So he wouldn't get beat up.
Okay.
So he wouldn't get in trouble with the police or his mama. Because if his mama finds out, he knows that he's going to get in big trouble because his mama told him that if he keeps on stealing things, that he's going to get in trouble with the police.
So returning a stolen object, one reason to return something you stole is so you don't get in trouble. Any other reason?
One of these days when he steals something, somebody's going to be watching him and can go tell.
Is that why we don't steal things? Because somebody might be watching us. Is that the reason?
Yes, halfway.
Halfway? What's the other half?
Because God's watching you too. Because the Ten Commandments has one of the laws that says thou shalt not steal.
Okay, that's kind of the same as the somebody watching you, okay?
But if he stole from the people, they feel sad. Plus, if somebody stole from him, he would feel sad too. So he shouldn't steal at all.
Does JT know about that? Does he know it's wrong to steal?
Yes.
Are you saying JT did something wrong? JT's our friend. Do our friends sometimes do things that are wrong?
Yes.
So we've said that JT can tell the principal, JT can talk to his mom, JT might want to consider returning the radio, and he might even want to talk to Boomer and Claymore. Well, this issue certainly isn't finished. We're going to read some more about JT's problems with Boomer and Claymore, so keep this in mind, and when we read further in our book, see if JT tries any of the ideas that you suggested. And if he doesn't, let's think about how things might have been different if he had.